virtual open day. I'm here today to talk to you all about the Functional English Department at Richmond and Hillcroft Adult Community College. My name is Liz Asadi and I'm the manager for the English programmes at RAC. With me today I have a colleague, Nikki, who teaches on our GCSE and Functional Skills English courses, and also Chrissy, who is going to be manning the chat function on Teams. So on Teams there is a little sort of text box icon. If you click on that, you can type in any questions that come to you over the course of the presentation, and at the end Chrissy will relay those questions back to me and Nikki, and we'll do our very best to answer you. So, okay, let's get started. Welcome, thank you for joining this Functional English virtual open day at RAC. I want to talk to you a little bit about the courses that we have on offer from September, and also who our courses are for and where they can lead you in terms of progressions in the future. So welcome to everybody. Who are our courses for? Functional English courses are for adult learners, because we are an adult college, who are returning to study. So you may need a qualification to move forwards towards your goals in life. So whether they're work or study goals, it can help you to move forwards. And to get that qualification, you may need help to get there. So you may need help to develop your English skills in spelling, punctuation, presenting ideas and comprehension, etc. And so we have a range of courses to suit everybody to help you get there step by step. We're looking for applicants for our English courses who are ready to commit to attending all their classes, completing classwork and homework, and staying the course. So we're really looking for someone who's made a decision that they want to go back to study, they want or need to brush up their English and gain some qualifications, and they're willing and able to commit the time and the work. It's quite hard work, but enjoyable as well. So just a quick note, if you don't need an English qualification to progress in your work or study, you may be more interested in other courses at the college. We've got things like creative writing, for example, so do have a look online or in our prospectus, because we're really offering qualification courses mostly in the English department. Learners on our functional English courses also don't learn about verb tenses and other aspects of English grammar. So if you need to improve your grammar and English is not your main language, maybe you should have a look at our ESOL and EFL courses. Again, they are online and in the prospectus, and you can book an appointment online for a Step into English interview and assessment. So the courses that we do offer, we have a range of courses starting at Entry 2, going all the way up to GCSE English. We start with an English study skills course pitched around Entry 2 stroke Entry 3 level, and that's the lowest level we currently offer. Unfortunately, at the moment, we don't have a basic beginners literacy course, but we start off at Entry 2. Learners do, the course is broken down into 2 semesters, if you like. So from September to January, the course is pitched about Entry 2, and then from January to the summer, it moves on to around Entry 3 level. And this is a non-qualification course. And then we have some Ascentis courses at Entry 3 and Level 1 in English skills. And following on from them, we have functional skills. We offer functional skills at Level 1 and Level 2 at the college, and then also we have GCSE English. From September, we have some short courses as well. We have some one-off workshops in spelling and punctuation that you will be able to sign up for. And we also have a back to work English with Confidence course that's new and starting in September, that you can either sign up for a one-day workshop, or we have a 5-week short course that will help you maybe to, if your skills are a little bit rusty, and you've been out of the workplace, maybe you want to get back into work, it will help you to improve your confidence in work-related English. So writing emails, reading reports, maybe presenting at work, quite a common skill nowadays. So there's some of the short courses we're also offering. If we have a look then at how our courses fit in to the scheme of things overall at the college and also nationally across the country, we're looking in our department at the blue courses on the right hand side. So if you come up through the school system in the UK, you can see that you start off with early years foundation education, sort of nursery, etc., and you go up through primary education, and then we move into entry 3, level 1, level 2, and up to GCSE. So this is the way that you would normally be going through the levels if you were studying at school, for example. And on the left are the ESOL and EFL equivalents. That is something that you might be interested in as well. And you can see if you look across that the GCSE, for example, is roughly using English of the same level as the CAE, the Cambridge Advanced Certificate. So this explains to you really where the levels are in relation to each other. So the progression route would normally be through entry 3, through level 1, through level 2, GCSE, and then on to either further education, higher education, or possibly into employment or apprenticeships, for example. So if you are more of an ESOL or EFL based learner, you would choose the green route to get there. And if you have come up through the school system in the UK, you would probably go through the blue route to get to where you want to go. So I'll just let you have a look at that before we move on. So you can see that the courses we have on offer are these blue courses over here. So we start off with entry 2, entry 3. We work up through level 1 functional skills, level 2 functional skills, and then GCSE. So if we have a look at the courses in a little bit more detail, English skills at entry 3. If your skills are around entry 3 at the moment, this is the kind of programme that we would recommend for you. So in the autumn term, learners work on their entry 3 English skills. There are no exams on that course. You're just developing and brushing up your skills, improving your confidence. And then if you want to continue after Christmas, you can sign up to start in January to study towards the Ascentis Extended Award in English Skills at entry 3. And that's a 2-term qualification course. It goes from January to July, so it's 2 terms. And on that course, there are small modules, and each module has a different focus and a different assessment. So there's a module, for example, on spelling, there's one on punctuation. So you'll do very small units working towards improving your skills overall at entry 3. And all of the assessments are done in class with your normal teacher. At the end of that course, a possible progression route would be onto English skills at level 1 at the next level, for example. So English skills at level 1 follows the same pattern. So the autumn term, learners work on developing and improving their level 1 English skills. Again, there are no exams that term, but from January to July, again, you study a 2-term course towards the Ascentis Extended Award in English Skills at Level 1. Again, this is a course with small modules, and each one has a different focus and a different short assessment. And once you've passed all of the short modules and assessments, you will be awarded the Ascentis Extended Award. The possible progression from this course would then be on to Functional Skills Level 1, or possibly even Level 2 if you had done really, really well at the English Skills Level 1. So these courses, the Entry 3 and the Level 1, are both, the qualification is awarded by Ascentis, that's the exam awarding body. So if you were successful, you would receive a certificate from Ascentis. At the college, we run functional skills at 2 levels, at Level 1 and Level 2. Our functional skills courses are over a year, so it's 1 year of part-time study. We have courses from September set up in the morning, the afternoon, and also in the evening, so to suit you really, and to fit around people's working lives and other commitments. The functional skills exams at RAC are accredited by Pearson. They're Pearson Edexcel functional skills qualifications, and on functional skills you would do 3 different exams, so 1 in reading, 1 in writing and 1 in speaking and listening, and you would need to pass all 3 of them to gain the full qualification. Most people who are successful and pass functional skills Level 1 with us choose to go on to the Level 2 functional skills as well. Some learners who have opted for functional skills Level 2 move into vocational training or into work or apprenticeships, etc. Some people choose to move on to the English GCSE, but it's not necessary. We do offer English GCSE. Again, at RAC, it's a 1-year course of part-time study. So we condense the GCSE into 1 year. You know, people who have done it at school may be used to studying for 2 years towards GCSE. So there is a lot of work to be done, and it will need a level of commitment so that you're working outside of the class as well. Again, we've got classes in the morning, the afternoon and the evening to try and fit around you and your commitments, hopefully. And our GCSE is accredited by AQA, that's the awarding body who will issue certificates to successful learners on completion of the GCSE. GCSE obviously is extremely useful, if not vital these days. So possible progression routes with GCSE would be into work, vocational training, or further study, maybe access courses, for example, or university. So they're the range of courses, the longer courses that we offer. Just to recap there at the college from September. So why should you choose RAC, Richmond and Hillcroft Adult Community College? The college has a lot of benefits for people choosing to study at RAC. We have very warm and welcoming classes, and that's the case whether it's on site or online. The teachers are extremely friendly and welcoming, and they're also highly expert in their fields. So we have a very experienced and committed teachers who have a huge range of knowledge to help people to succeed in their goals. We're an adult college and we have smaller class sizes than you're probably used to at school. That means that you will get more teacher attention and more kind of individual tailored learning. So your teacher will draw up an individual learning plan with you and help you to work towards your specific goals. on the course. We also, as a college, have a large additional learning support department, so there's a lot of additional learning support available, including one-to-one tutorials and also in-class support for people who need that as well. We have a really high level of learner success in the English department at RAC and very positive learner feedback. So what do our learners do after finishing their courses with us? Previous learners have moved on into work. They've joined apprenticeships in a whole range of subject areas, vocational training and higher and further education as well. So there are a lot of options out there to you. The feedback from learners who have moved on and left us, we have very positive feedback at the college. Just wanted to share a couple of examples with you. So this one just says, I would like to say thank you to my teacher, GCSE English Language, for her excellent teaching skills, commitment towards her students and very enjoyable English lessons online and offline. As students, we feel Nikki has made a positive difference to our lives. And then another happy learner down here says, I would just like to leave a quick message regarding my online classes I've had with my tutor for English. She has been an excellent tutor and I have learned so much. I love being in her class. And as I said earlier, we do have a range of really experienced, dedicated teachers who are really here to support you. And you can see that our learner feedback is really, really positive. So that's our range of courses, who the courses are for, really. If you think these courses might be for you and help you to reach your goals, this is how you apply. So you can book yourself into an online English IAG session on our college website, our RAC website. What you need to search for is English Information, Advice and Guidance. That's the IAG referred to here at the top. If you book yourself into an online English IAG session, one of the English team will contact you and send you an initial assessment by email. The initial assessment is not something to be worried about. It is a way of us being able to look at your English and where you are now and what issues you have and the things that you're strong at and the things that you need to develop. So it comprises reading activities and also some writing as well. And we'll look at your writing, looking for things like full stops, capital letters, spellings, paragraphing, putting sentences together, etc., etc. So we'll send you out an initial assessment. Once you've done that, you just email that, you just finish that and close it, and we will have access to that. We will get a notification that you've done it, and so we'll have a look, we'll phone you, and you can have a telephone interview to discuss the best course for you and your different options. And then once you've come to a decision, you've decided which course you'd like to go for, then we'll send you out an enrolment form and you need to complete that and email that back to us. And that will then start the whole enrolment process with our enrolment team, and you'll be ready to start in September. So just wanted to sort of say that at the moment we obviously don't know if our courses are going to be online or on site, or maybe blended learning, which is a little bit of both, online and on site. At the moment our courses are all online, so this is just to let you know that if we do reopen the college at any time, we will obviously be putting your safety first, and we're following government guidelines closely to ensure the safety of students and staff as we return to face-to-face teaching. So should we be back running some classes from September on site, we would obviously be running smaller class sizes. The college would have increased cleaning and new hygiene stations. There would be managed entrances and exits to the campuses. spaced out workstations, more online and blended options, optional mask wearing and cleaning of equipment. So we just want to reassure you that if your courses do resume at the college, we would be putting your safety first and foremost. So there is some information here also about enrolling and fees, etc. So we discussed how to apply, but also you can enroll online, and this tells you about the fees, the fee reductions, and how to find out about that, what to do. There's a phone number there for you as well, and then a link here to find out about a range of discounts, concessions and bursaries as well, and that's help your fees. And then you can also stay in touch and email marketing at RAC, and also on social media. The college is also on social media on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. So I would just like to say thank you very much for joining our presentation today to find out a little bit more about the English courses that we're running at RAC from September. And I'd like to hand over back to Jackie and Chrissy and see if you have any questions that we can help you with. Thank you.
Thank you, Liz. We haven't had any questions in at the moment.
Okay.
I was just thinking if they wanted to leave their details, or did you want to provide them with an email address that they can contact directly?
Directly, yeah, people could contact directly. Yeah, let me see, can I maybe put it onto this slide? I could just type it onto that slide, couldn't I? Yeah. Or I don't know whether to put, or should I put foundation admin? I'm not sure.
I think put the admin one. That's great.
Foundation admin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, foundation admin at that's right, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. So if anyone,
I think that's, yeah, that's correct.
That's the best to.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, I think we have 10 more minutes. Questions to come in. If not, we can end this. Bear with me one moment.
Yeah, okay, no problem. So if anyone has got any questions, I'm here, and also we've got Nikki, who can tell you maybe a little bit more about the GCSE and functional skills courses.
Chrissy, I don't know if you can see a question come in there.
Yes, I'm just awaiting the question.
Just while we're waiting though, Liz, the question is about how to enrol in functional skills level 2.
So on the screen at the moment, they would need to follow the steps on the screen. So book yourself onto an online English IAG session. So on the website, you need to look for English information, advice and guidance. And there are different slots on there that you can book into. And then one of the team will contact you and send you an initial assessment. And then you'll have a telephone interview to discuss the best course for you, and you'll be sent an enrolment form, and that will start the whole enrolment process with our enrolment office. Thank you.
We have another question. They're awaiting their results from their level 1. How can they receive these?
Oh, somebody who's already just finished level 1 at RAC? Is that someone?
I'll just clarify that one now, but in the meantime, someone else has asked, they've done a functional skills level 2 from RAC in 2018, and they're interested in a GCSE course now. And what do they have to do to apply for this?
Oh, lovely. Just book yourself into an online English IAG session, or contact Foundation Admin, the email at the bottom there, and one of the team will contact you and send you an initial assessment. Is that okay?
Thank you, Liz.
So we look forward to hearing from you. Just, yeah.
Just awaiting one more reply, and we'll get back to you in a minute, Liz.
Fine. Yeah, we send out an initial assessment to everybody in the interest of fairness, and also because we do need to see your actual writing and your reading comprehension and see where you're at the moment, so we can decide which course would be most suitable. So we do ask everyone to complete an initial assessment.
Liz, assuming they have finished their level 1 with us at RAC, what is the next step for them?
The next step would be to speak to their tutor, because if they're currently in this year 2019-20, their tutor will be giving them, at the end of their course, will be giving them a diagnostic assessment to then give them advice on their next step, so they should speak to their tutor.
Okay, and if they did a level 1 elsewhere, they do the process from the beginning, like you've stated earlier on, is that right?
Yeah, thank you. So if they've done it somewhere else and we don't know that learner, they would need to start the whole process by booking onto an online IAG session. If they're a current learner, the best thing for them to do is to speak to their current teacher. I know the teachers are going to be giving out assessments at the end of the course, so that they can then advise them on what their next step should be.
Great, and just one last little question there. If they are receiving results, do we know a particular date in July when they'll be receiving these, if they are a learner with us?
For functional skills, I honestly, off the top of my head, I cannot remember the date in July. I'm not sure if it's the 20th. Nikki, do you remember the date that the functional skills exams are coming out this year?
I don't think it has been confirmed yet, Liz. I think we're expecting them at the beginning of August for when it will go live to the students. The college may get them a little bit sooner, but then there will be a time lag before the students get them.
Thanks, Nikki. That's brilliant. Yeah, and because they haven't actually sat exams this year, the grades have had to go. The tutors have had to put in grades for them, for the learners, to the awarding body. So in the case of functional skills, teachers across the country have had to send in marks to Pearson, for example, Edexcel, and they then need to be verified. So Pearson Edexcel are going to look at the work and verify the grades awarded, and they may differ from the awards that the tutors have awarded. So we can't actually tell anybody their result at the moment and say it's guaranteed that you've passed or you haven't passed, because the Edexcel, Pearson Edexcel, will have the final say-so in who's passed and who hasn't. So those results will be coming out in the summer as they normally would, well, a bit later. But yeah, we're not in the position to be able to say for sure somebody's passed functional skills or how they've done in GCSE this year either, because it's down to the exam awarding body at the end of the day. They have the last word.
Can I just add to reassure anybody that we will be enrolling right through the summer holidays, and therefore if anybody gets their results and their progression depends on those results, then we will have an enrolment process during the summer once the results go live.
That's a great point, Nikki. Thank you very much. Yes, absolutely. We're going to be releasing interview slots onto our website right through the summer. Just search for English information, advice and guidance. Book yourself onto a slot. We'll, as Nikki says, we'll be interviewing right through the summer. Thanks, Nikki.
Thank you both, that's great and really clear. We haven't had any more questions since, so I think all is good for now, so we can say goodbye. Thank you, team.
That's great, thank you so much. And if anyone does want to contact us with a question, there's the Foundation admin email at the bottom of the screen there.
So. Oh, Liz, we have just had one question come in actually, if you don't mind answering.
Yeah.
They've asked, should they enrol on an FSE level 2 and do the assessment, or should she wait until she receives the results from level 1?
FSE? What's
the
FSE,
level 2?
Sorry.
So they're asking, should they enroll on the level 2 or wait until they get the results from level 1?
Ideally, they would have their results from level 1 and then book themselves an interview once they've got their results in the summer. It would make it a lot easier to carry out the English information, advice and guidance interview if we already knew their results from L1. And as Nikki says, there will be time to be interviewed over the summer. Not a problem.
Thank you, Liz. I think that's all for now. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much for your help. Thanks, Nikki, and thanks everybody for joining the online open day today. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Bye-bye.